Hey, what's up, guys? Listen to Matt and Mike Save the World. Today, our topic at hand is going to be the Mario 35th anniversary, and we expect something in September, since that's when it's occurring, like maybe some announcements for some new Nintendo stuff. So, this podcast, we're going to try to talk about what we think is going to happen. So, Matt, start us off.
Well, the big one is obviously the Mario 3D collection, consisting of 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy 1. Maybe Galaxy 2, but I feel like they would just want to make it a 3 pack because I don't know.
What is this,
They
the
just want
Dream
to.
Collection? Because it's not going to happen.
It's a dream collection, and yeah, I got the only reason why everybody's saying it on the internet right now is because someone who's like good at leaking shit leaked like said this could possibly happen. So that's where everybody's banking on. But we're going with it. Hype, all this false hype. Who cares? We're going with it. We're getting excited. It's all good to me, at least. But
Well, we know how they like to just put those little pictures out on Twitter with Mario sitting at the
yeah,
beach and then just
gets to
never
everybody
actually come through with it.
gets to everybody too hyped up because they just keep quiet for too long. So yeah, I want 3D collection with 64 Sunshine and Galaxy, maybe Galaxy 2 if they want to. 64, I think is going to be a full on remake that like has like
It has to be.
new assets.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work well. It's so like polygonal because of its 64 graphics that it wouldn't look right if it was in HD. So I think they have to redo assets for that game at least. Uh, and then for like Sunshine and Galaxy, I just think that it'll just be like an HD kind of remaster. They still look really nice. Like I still like Sunshine's a GameCube game, and I found that game to look really nice. Still, with the water looks just still like pretty good for being from a game from 2002. So yeah, looking
Well, let's
forward.
hope they don't do the same thing they pulled off with that the new SpongeBob game where they
Oh
remastered
yeah,
it and
yeah.
made it look terrible and
Yeah, that
glitchy.
was I was pretty excited for that, but I never got that game because I saw it and it's just like so like clunky with like the animation and stuff they changed, and then also yeah the graphics looked, I don't know, something about the graphics looked off, and it just looked too plasticky and not up to what the original was about.
Yeah, so I hope they don't. I mean, it's since it's like Mario stuff, I assume they're just gonna do amazing
Yeah,
HD remastered stuff, and it's gonna look great. And then knowing them, they'll probably add new features and stuff, like you said, especially with 64, since it's like got that poly whatever stuff, and it just wouldn't move over well to the
there's some
Switch and everything.
there's some very like big questions though about how the controls are gonna work though. So like yeah, you have you ever played Sunshine or Galaxy?
Long time ago, I don't even remember.
Okay, well for Sunshine, they have the triggers. So like in Sunshine, in order to like use Flood and like hold it and like aim it in like a certain way, like when you're shooting it, you want
Hmm.
Flood the nozzle thing, the water
Yeah.
nozzle. Yeah, okay. So in order to aim it, you had to like hold it down a little bit. The triggers when the trigger when like the L trigger, but
Hmm.
the Switch doesn't have those analog triggers where you can like hold it down. Like it's just a full on press, and you can't just hold it down a little bit and you'll get like input out of it. So I'm wondering how they're gonna do that in like a way where it actually makes sense and works with like the whole aiming aspect of it.
Maybe you'll just have to buy a GameCube controller and hook
That
it
would
up
be y'all. I'd be all right
to
with
the
that. I'd
for
be all
thing.
if you could hook up your GameCube controller with uh your GameCube adapter for Smash and play Sunshine on that. That'd be dope.
I would assume that's what they would do, since they love just using the GameCube controller still for everything, and a lot of the fans like it too. So I don't assume they'll ever stop doing that. Because they even made like special edition like Smash controllers for the Switch game that got released.
Yep. I think.
And
Well,
go ahead.
I was gonna say the next one is Galaxy's control scheme is different too because it's for the Wii, and the
Mm-hmm.
Switch doesn't. It needs to use that like the whole pointer function, but the Switch doesn't have like the bar, so I'm not sure. That one's a little iffy because like how can you make that work? How can you make the whole pointer function work well? Because all the the Switch has is like the Joy-Con, the what is it, the gyro controls, and
Yeah.
that those aren't as accurate as the pointer functions for the Wii. So
Mm-hmm.
I want to see how they would get around that. I would maybe maybe they'll like release some peripheral that you'll have to plug in, and it's just another bar, and it works with your Switch or something.
Oh, you're talking about the Wii bar thing?
Yeah,
I remember that. I remember when that first came out, and I remember the mine kept breaking because it was a wire. So we just got like the wireless one, and that sucked too.
yeah.
They're very badly made, poorly made, and they were like it was like the thinnest type of wire ever. It's like if you just like tugged on it a little, it could snap.
Yeah,
But
that's
I don't think they're gonna go that far with making that though.
probably not.
They'll figure out something. They'll just either dumb down the controls and piss people off, or make you have to buy a GameCube controller or something like that.
Do you think Galaxy 2 would also be a part of this remastered? So 4 games in total.
I don't know. I feel like this is just asking for way too much.
I
Maybe you'll
know.
get one of them.
I expect at least three, at least the big three. Um,
Do you expect? I mean, there could always be a chance where they just pull out. They just start remastering every goddamn game for
you know,
from GameCube and stuff and 64.
hey, you know what, I'd be pretty fine with all the GameCube stuff coming over. I'm a big GameCube guy, so having like all those nice games on the
Weren't
Switch
they
would be
like
dope.
planning on doing some type of like thing like that to have all the GameCubes things? I forget what they called it.
Oh, you're talking about like a classic system or something, or like
No,
the
it was supposed to
service?
be. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They
I
said
thought Nintendo
they
was
I,
gonna like,
well
teasing that or
last year,
something.
last September was the last full direct, and that was when the Super Nintendo Online was shown off for the first
Mm-hmm.
time. So that's like you can only wonder if they are gonna show off like this September, like
You just
this the
remind me of
Nintendo
a little
64
rant I
service
have
or
to go
something.
on.
What?
Well, I'll say that for the end of the podcast.
All
Don't
right.
worry, I'll remember it.
But yeah, I assume that Nintendo 64 like online would come out in September, just to keep up
Mm-hmm.
with the trend of every year getting a new system.
Yep. So those are the big three, and hopefully they get remastered and put. But I feel like that's asking too much. And like pricing wise, how much do you think they'd be? You think it'd be
Oh, it's
like
gonna be a full $60. You kidding me?
for all three?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Hopefully hopefully they don't pull one where it's like $40 individually because they
Oh,
tend to do that with all the
Oh
ports.
no, that'd be horrible.
I would assume they
That
would
would piss
get a lot
people
of
off.
buyers. Yeah, if you put all three in one for $60, I feel like you get tons of buyers. But I
Absolutely,
don't know.
that's a great deal. That's a great deal.
I feel like that's not what definitely feel like that's not what they're gonna do. I think they might sell them all individually
I mean,
for like $30 each to 40
sixty
bucks.
dollars is a great deal because if you look at secondhand right now, the games still cost like quite a bit. Specifically, 64 and Sunshine. During the pandemic tax, we got like
Oh wow.
like 64 is at like $50 almost for
Mm-hmm.
just a cartridge, and also like Sunshine is at like 70 with in box. That's yeah. They're old. They're 10, 15 plus year old games, and that's crazy. Being able to make that.
Now when they like remaster games and stuff, and like they come out on the new devices and systems, does that like mess up the value for like the original games, or do they still sell? You think
Uh,
retail like what they were going at before?
it might sometimes a little bit, but most of the time people still want it on the original hardware, so not really. Think about it like
Yeah,
this:
that's what I figured.
like
Yeah.
the people out there buy these like giant arcade machines that like only
Yeah.
support
Yeah.
that only
Yeah.
support the one game, but like and that costs quite a bit of money. But like, if you really wanted to, and you didn't want to have the hassle of having every single arcade machine, you could literally there's one you could if you want like a stand up cabinet, you could get one that has every single one emulated on it, like like a ton of games emulated on it.
Yeah, most definitely.
But yeah, it's all about the original hardware. And it looks nicer and stuff. But
It's all
yeah,
about like the collector's mindset. They just
collectors.
want
Yep.
original.
I mean, I'd be about that.
Yeah. All right. So next thing is we both thought that there might be like maybe a new Mario sports game, right?
Yeah.
With this new.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking a new golf game. Haven't had one of
New
those.
golf game. Nice.
Dude, we
Yeah.
haven't had one of those since well, at least a console one since the GameCube. I'm pretty sure because
Yeah.
there was one. There what was it?
Yeah. There has
There
been no way.
there was two for the 3DS and zero for the Wii.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm thinking golf, and I think it'll be pretty solid. Because do I say that? Because Aces, Mario Aces, the tennis game.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
it looked nice and like had solid controls, but it was missing missing a lot of content that the GameCube one and the had. The GameCube tennis game was great, but
Yeah. The Switch one was like, it looked really good when they said they were gonna do that story mode, right?
yeah,
And everyone was
they
hyped about that.
everybody was so hyped, and they lied. It was basically kind of a lie because it was like a super bare bones adventure mode, which had barely anything in it.
Mm-hmm. They try to go outside the box and bring over the story
Mario
mode, and
Mario Baseball
didn't work.
for the GameCube had like a better story mode type thing.
Oh, Mario Super Sluggers.
Oh, I love it, dude. No, not the one. That's the Wii one. The one for the Superstar Baseball is the one for the
Oh yeah, yeah,
GameCube.
Superstar Baseball for the GameCube. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, dude. Both of those games, I would
oh,
love either whatever you want to call it,
a
Superstar Baseball
remastered,
or Super Sluggers. Like,
remastered.
not even a remaster. If they just made a new game, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I'd get in a heartbeat.
But yeah, I'm leaning towards golf since that I feel like that honestly I feel like the baseball for them is kind of dead. I
Hmm.
don't think they want to do they don't feel like doing baseball anymore. They're just focused on the tennis and the golf. So
Yeah, I remember playing those. Those were so fun. The Super Sluggers and that was great times. I
what would
remember
get
that.
me even what would get me even more hyped is if they had the adventure mode and it was like an RPG type like system with like leveling and stuff like they had it for the Game Boy and Game Boy Color Mario tennis
Hmm.
and golf games. Those that had like actual like stories with like where you like level up while you're golfing and stuff, and like that's cool and it's different. So I'm hoping that like they can follow through and deliver something amazing like that.
What would you do if they made it like MLB Power Pros? Remember that for the
That,
Wii?
yeah, I'd be alright with that. That's pretty cool. How like you could, all I remember is being in that game, at like Alex Rodriguez. I would just be him, and like it'd be a life simulator, and be like, what do I want to do today? Let me go for a Sunday drive or something, and like, oh, I had to waste money on gas, and like, uh, your agent calls you up, is like, go entertain the children for Christmas, and you dress up as Santa and go entertain like orphans.
Yeah, it was definitely a pretty cool game. I wish they still made it, but there's no market for it now. No one's gonna buy that.
Well,
They'll sell
no,
like
you,
they'll lose tons of money.
my
But it
man,
is for Japan,
yeah,
right? Or
my man,
China, wherever they're selling.
it's that whole entire franchise is still going on in Japan.
Yeah,
Entire,
but my point is
yeah,
America won't buy it.
America doesn't care about it, but I wish they did because that would be pretty cool. All those,
I wish they got like we said. I wish we got it with the all the ML Major League Baseball players. Same type of thing, just with all the players, and
yeah.
it was in English. But it won't happen.
Would you not? Would you ever actually buy like say they just translated the Japanese ones where had all the Japanese players? Would you buy that just if it was translated?
Nah, because I think the nostalgia was like playing with the players. Because I remember I would like stack my team with all the good guys and like do like the forced trade. So I'd have like Miguel Cabrera, Jimmy Rollins, Ryan Howard. God, I don't even remember who was good. Alex Rodriguez, David Ortiz, Manny Ramirez. I'd had like the best 10 players in the league, and I would just try to go 162 and 0.
It's crazy.
That was like the only reason I liked playing it. But
All right. Yeah.
yeah, that's probably all we expect with that with the sports game. I know I'm just saying this, but I just feel like anytime Nintendo just wants, if they don't have any content, I just feel like they just release this new Smash character. So I feel like maybe they'll announce another one.
Yeah, I mean, Smash is separate from like Nintendo's base thing. It's like outsourced to Sakurai's studio. It's still Nintendo, but like it's his own like it's his own thing, and
Hmm.
so Sakurai's making all the plays, and he's probably still hard at work on that. Who knows? It probably could get announced right now. The last character was what shit back in June, so yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I just feel like they just like adding, and
you had Min Min She was pretty solid. I play over my neighbor's house. I played with her, and she like had some cool moves and stuff. She was like, you know who so the one character from the last pack, my man from Fatal Fury, you know what I'm talking about, Terry.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he had like his move set like was based around the fighting game, so I think Min Min's is also like that. I mean, and that like turned off like a lot of people who like wanted to play. You had to be like actually like invested in arms in order to actually know what you're doing, unless you learn.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it's still pretty cool. I like how they implement that. But who do you think would like for this? Do you think a new Mario character? I mean, there's already so many of them, but for a 35th anniversary, you think they could add another one? Waluigi, perhaps, the god himself.
Oh my
Waluigi?
god. Oh my god. This man's been calling for Waluigi since the start. Man's been pissed. He's been pissed.
Hey, the man doesn't get it. The man, everybody just pounds him, but
A
he
trophy. He's just an assist trophy. That's all he
They-
ever is, and that's all he will be.
everybody clowns him, but he's got like such a great personality compared to most of the Mario casts.
The man just bitches around the whole time.
Especially,
Cries about everything.
especially going back to like the golf Mario Golf Toadstool Tour and Mario Tennis, for the GameCube Power Tennis. In those the movies, the movie intros in the beginning, it was like all animated. Like him and Wario had like such great personalities, being the stars of the the intro. So I wish that like they could implement that into a game for him,
Unbelievable.
or at least Smash character.
He, hopefully he gets it. That's our prediction. That's what we're gonna say. We're gonna tell all our friends and fans, the little ones that are out there, that he's coming. He's coming to Smash, buddy. He's coming.
The WA is coming.
And hopefully, I highly doubt it, but hopefully we get one prediction right, and I hope it's this one. Just all we need is one.
I mean, I
And
feel
then,
let's be
go
honest.
ahead.
If that
It's not gonna happen.
if that prediction ever came true, I think that'd probably be the biggest like us being like so notable for this kind of stuff, that like us being like known as leakers or something. Like, go to Matt Mike Saves the World for like leaks or whatever.
Oh my god. Let's hope we get all this stuff right. Then maybe fans will be like, "Oh, these guys know what's up."
Huh.
Maybe we'll have to listen to them and subscribe to our YouTube at Matt and Mike Save the World.
Huh.
But and you know, this is just, it's probably not, everyone's probably saying this, and since this was a huge title to begin with, was Mario Odyssey. Maybe we got a second one coming. Who knows? Maybe 35th anniversary. Maybe, right?
Yeah.
Mario Odyssey 2.
That would be that. How hype would that be if they just tease Mario Odyssey 2? Like
They just
along with all
show
this other
Luigi
stuff.
and Mario or something, like in a new world, or in the Mario Sunshine world.
With Cappy just going crazy.
How you would probably
Cappy
go
turns
crazy.
Cappy turns into Flood or something.
Oh my God, you would go insane. I feel like
Ah!
the community wouldn't be able to handle
listen, just for that, I would record like a reaction video
it. Oh yeah, yep.
and have to post it to the Matt and Mike Says the World YouTube channel.
Reaction video, yep. And then, so I mean, I hope that happens. I doubt it's gonna happen. Like we said, Nintendo's been pretty not good recently, so all the hopes of big releases, big titles getting
Listen,
announced,
you can't blame
pretty
them
low.
though. The pandemic really took a blow to them. Even though they always try to hide it, be like, "Nah, we're fine. Nothing's getting delayed." They're everything's getting delayed. They know it.
You need the meme where it's like, I'm not fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's burning. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, were you saying, talking about this before? It was that you said it was for the Wii U 3D Land, Super Mario 3D Land,
Oh,
right?
3D World.
3D World, and that's the only one that hasn't gotten ported over. That's kind of
It's like the only, Pikmin 3 Deluxe is getting the port in October. So
yeah. So we probably can. I mean, we'll probably be right on this.
3D World. That'll be a separate $60 definitely. Not a part of those.
Oh,
100%,
100%, 1000% it will be.
Absolutely, but yeah, that's like the only big 3D Wii U game I can think of that hasn't been ported over yet.
And the crazy thing about it is like a lot of the casual people like don't know that game even existed. So like they'll see it being released and they'll be like, "Oh, I gotta pay this extreme high price for a game that's been out for 7 years."
To be fair though, they probably didn't own a Wii U to begin with, so they're like, "Oh well, I didn't play this game." So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
good
my
now."
point. Yeah.
Nuts.
And then the last rant I want to get on about was you mentioned, and we were just talking about Nintendo Online, but I wanted to go right into that Nintendo Online service. Probably one of the worst services in the history of any type of gaming thing
Yeah,
ever.
they
You
don't.
can't even
It's
talk
bare
to your friends
bones.
on there.
It's
It's
bad.
absolutely horrible. Horrible.
They expect you to use that Nintendo voice chat app. Nobody's using that. Everybody's using
Nobody uses
Discord.
an app.
If everybody's using that Discord,
And even if they're not, the issue is Nintendo's ruining it for themselves, because if you could make it like a PlayStation Network or Xbox Live where you can talk to your friends all the time, like, and get into like a party chat like through the game, but you can't. It's so stupid. You have to have an app. Like, what the heck?
makes no sense.
Like, it just ruins the experience for the players. And if you ever tried the app, I heard it was horrible. Like, I heard
No,
you,
it's not
it's
good.
just, it's not
Voice
good.
the voice quality is not good compared to Discord. Definitely.
Yeah, I just don't understand how, like, PlayStation's had, they had it for PS3, and how long ago was that? Like, when
Uh,
did the PS3 come out?
2006.
And you could do party chats, right, for that?
Yeah,
And same with Xbox. When were you able to do Xbox chat?
2006.
And we're currently in 2020, and Nintendo still hasn't done it. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah,
Is why is that?
they
I know
don't
you're a
care.
huge
They
Nintendo fan.
don't care. They don't follow like the whole console war thing anymore. They don't give a shit about that. They stopped doing that after the GameCube. They stopped doing that. They just went with their own with the Wii, and they just never looked back because they got so much people going on the Wii wagon that they just were like, we don't. Let's just do our own thing from now on. So now there's just a dedicated Nintendo people, and so, uh, the Wii, uh, the Switch now in current times is the same thing. Oh, got no, we don't need to follow the ways, so we're doing what we want, and yeah,
Yeah, I know. I get that. I get that. No, you're like following your fan base, and like you have an established fan base, so obviously you're still gonna sell tons and tons of copies. But it's like there's always room for adding more people, and I know like if you added that service, like it would be a lot easier than
it's
us.
stupid because they're charging money for their online, and like they don't have
You
like
can't even
these
do that.
services. They're like, oh well, we got better online. No, you don't. It's still pretty shitty, in terms of like connectivity and stuff. But then they're like, oh, we got our subscription services for our NES Online and Super Nintendo Online. That's not good enough either.
Yeah, I know.
If they add if they add the if they add the 64s and GameCubes to the this online service, I'd say yeah, it's a good
It's
deal.
worth money then, yeah. But see, the issue is too is like I guess it's a good thing because they're charging you extreme low prices compared to like it's $20 a year and $3 I think a month or something like that compared to
Yeah,
PlayStation,
it's
which
a
is
yeah.
12 a
You
month
can't
and
you can't. I
6 a
mean,
year.
listen, you can't. It's a good deal, but at the same time, like I should still I'm still paying for it, so I should still
You
be
should
getting
get better services,
better
yeah.
service out of it, and you should at least be trying to make it better.
Yeah, I still don't understand. And like also too like you said before, like the connectivity. I remember I used to play Mario Kart Online with it, and I would get kicked like every 15 minutes, 20 minutes after being in a match. It was just bad. Like when I was playing, it'd be good, and there'd be some nights where it'd just be bad. Also, too, I think they should implement something like with the PlayStation Plus where you get like free games a month. Like it would just, I think they might do free games, but I'm talking like some, sometimes the PlayStation Plus games are like pretty quality games,
Yeah,
Like if they gave you like pretty quality games, like maybe like a port that happened or something like that, then I think it would be like crazy worth it. But they're never gonna do that. And hopefully, maybe, and maybe is another extremely, extremely, extremely bold prediction is that they announce like changes to their online service if they have some type of direct or something in September
I mean,
because of 35th
I mean,
anniversary.
with the whole PlayStation with the whole free game thing, Xbox beats that out. I don't even play Xbox, but I know that Xbox beats that out with with their Game Pass system so much better than anything that Nintendo or PlayStation does. Because with their Games Pass system, you're only paying like a very small amount for all this library of games you can download.
Exactly, exactly. And who's to say why can't Nintendo do that?
Really, honestly.
And you could even just give out like like Captain Toad's Adventure or something like that. I mean, yeah, they're selling it for $40, but like it's not that desired from people. Like, just give out something if you want, and even you can even bump up the price a little. Just like if you want to do like $5 a month and like $25 a year or
Heck, I even
something.
take like an indie game or something, because I doubt Nintendo actually wants to sell their own games. So, but like I'm sure like indie games would like to have like themselves on the spotlight. You know?
Yeah, and give like discounted prices or something because I know Xbox and PlayStation do that if you're like a member. Like make it worth it. Don't just be like, oh, here's the app and you can use the app to talk to your friend. Like you might as well just call your friend at that point because the connection's better and it's way better, way easier. Like we use Discord.
Yep.
Like we're a prime example. When we play on Switch online, like Smash or something together, we're not gonna use the app because why would we use the app when we can use Discord, right?
Mhm. Yep.
So hopefully they fix that. I doubt it's gonna happen. Highly doubt it. There's no way. I think they might just. You're right. I think they might have just given up on it because if 2006 people are allowed to talk on party chats, I don't understand why. They can do it, obviously. Why it can't be done in 2020, 14 years later? Just
Basically.
makes no sense. Yeah.
But yeah, that about wraps it up here for Matt and Mike Saves the World. Thank you guys for listening. We'll catch you next
Yep.
time.
Thanks for listening, guys.